at a Little League game and you get hit with a foul ball and they go, whoa. And you're like, well, I don't even know what part of that sentence made you guys groan.
You
don't care.
I don't give a damn.
You don't like married people? What is it you think with married people?
I respect married people. You guys, let me tell you something. I respect you so much. You have family. You have kids.
I got 2 boys.
You got 2 boys?
Good boys.
I don't even know how you're here today. You're probably missing a soccer game, some kind of recital. Every day y'all got shit to do. I can't believe what you guys have to go through. You got to get up in the morning. You got to take the kids to school.
Yeah.
You got to make sure they're dressed.
That's how it works.
It's the hardest job in the world. You guys, actually, I love you, but you piss me off sometimes.
Well, why?
Like Seinfeld. You got kids, right?
Yeah.
Call me anytime. Like all my married friends, they're just so married. But they call me 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning with their fucking problems. But I can't call there after 9:30. I can't call their house after 9:30.
Yeah, I was
wake up
asleep
the
at
kids.
9:30.
I don't give a damn about your kids.
You shouldn't.
But you married people have a hard job, and your kids are having birthday parties. What the hell is what these new kids, Jay? You got that birthday parties now. Kids $5,000, $6,000, bringing in entertainment and shit. My mama gave me a piece of cake and some ice cream, and get your ass out of the house. They used to make us leave the house. Now they had to make. You're not old enough to know that when we were kids, they had to make us come in the house. Now the new kids, they're just in the house all day long. You ever see the kids now got their own room? See, I'm a little older than you. They got their own room. We had our own room.
What, about 44, 44, 43?
There were 5 or 6 of us in our own room. But now the kids today, they're just in the room on the computer all day.
Yeah.
Making a bomb. See, these kids are different. These kids are different today. So
you're absolutely right. No, but I remember having to ask permission to come into the house to pee and to get a glass of water. And my mother would say, use the hose. Use the hose. And
where you from? What do you know about the hose?
New Jersey.
You had a hose? You remember drinking water out of the hose?
Yeah. And my mother, and then when you get older, you realize, we made them so crazy that they needed us out of the house so they could get their act together.
This is true, too.
And drink, mostly. Yeah. When I was a kid, the parents drank a lot. They drank.
And my parents...
But Atlanta, your parents were probably chewing tobacco and spitting it in a chuck full of nuts can.
That's really wrong.
No, it's not. I'm asking you. Was your family real country?
You're not going to sit here in front of me and insult my parents.
I'm standing up.
My parents did not chew tobacco.
Nobody in your family... Did your grandmother chew tobacco? I'm being completely serious.
My grandmother smoked a pipe.
See? I wasn't that far off, you son of a bitch.
But
your grandmother smoked a pipe?
My grandparents, my mother, my whole family. I have the greatest family in the world. And I'm blessed too, Jay. I'm different than most people. My mom passed away when I was 16 years old. Never forget when she left the house, she says, baby, I'm going to the hospital. I'm not coming back. But she said to me, don't you worry about your life. Everything is in order, and it's going to be really a good life for you. And once, when you're 16 years old, you're a kid. You don't think, I'm thinking she's going to go to the hospital and she's actually going to come back. But it didn't happen. But and my dad died 2 years later. I'm the most blessed person you have ever met in your life. Went to school in Ohio. Went up there, met a family, stayed there, met a brand new mom. They didn't even know me, let me live in their home. I became a part of their family. Today, I'm the executor of their house. They got 3 other kids, but I'm the executor of the house. It's just being a blessing going to school. I started working at Firestone Town Rubber Company in Akron, Ohio. They had a tuition assistant program. Then I went to college for 1 quarter and became RA. You have to be in school 3 years before you're an RA, a junior. University of Akron. You ever heard of University of Akron?
Zips.
The Zips.
Akron Zips.
We just found out what that meant about 4 years ago.
Huh?
We just found out what the Zips meant about 4 years ago.
What's it mean?
Ohio State 34, Akron, Zip.
That's I didn't know that.
Yeah, we could. We
I bet your father died of a broken heart.
Oh, no, without a doubt, my father did have a broken heart because we did everything together. His brother died in January. My mom died in February. I went off to college in May.
He had no purpose.
So he had no purpose. So and he was a great guy, too. Taught us to travel. That's why I went to school. My first degree was in transportation.
Really?
Yeah. Most people don't even know what transportation is.
It was like driving a bus.
See, I should throw your ass out of here right now. That pisses me off. I went to school. I got a degree in transportation. You tell me I'm a bus driver. You should leave.
No, you
really should leave. You should leave.
If I leave, who's going to let James in with the sandwiches?
It doesn't matter. We can handle this interview. I could talk for the next 4 hours by myself.
Go.
You're not saying anything.
I'm just trying to tee you up.
You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything.
No, you know what? The listeners will be very glad that I do very little talking. I talk too much.
Listen to me. Transportation. Do you know what it is? Do you know what the degree in transportation is?
I do not.
Will you allow me to ask your sister, you know anything about transportation? I can look at
That's Angie. Angie, you know what it is?
Yeah, you can look at him tell he doesn't know shit.
He don't know anything.
No. Now let me tell you something.
He gets confused.
Transportation happens to be the number 1 industry in the world. People don't realize this. The number 1 industry. Most people would say, well, auto industry, the oil industry, no, transportation. People feel fail to realize the shirt on your back, the shoes on your feet, the table we're sitting at here, the microphone, the lights, everything had to get to you through some form of transportation. See? And there are 5 modes of transportation. Don't ever forget this. Truck, rail, airline, pipeline, and water.
What do you mean water?
Ships.
Oh, like a ship. Oh, okay. I got so.
Did you go to school? Did you go to school at all?
No, I barely got out of high school. I was so excited, hoping you were going to forget the 5th one. you started naming them off.
There's something wrong with you.
What's wrong with me? I'm a comic.
I'm supposed to start with trucks. I got it in my head, like I said.
All right, so it's truck,
rail, airline, water, and pipeline.
Yeah.
So that's a form of transportation.
People forget about the pipeline. It's important.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's how your gas gets to you.
That's right.
Your water. These are all forms of transportation. Moving goods and services.
That's incredible. I had no idea that's what that degree was about. That's great.
Not many people even know there's a degree in transportation. My second degree was in marketing and advertising. Now, we all know about marketing. Young people, when I go to colleges, they have to teach people about marketing. And it's such a crazy field. It's the toughest field in business school. Marketing, and it's just another name for bullshit. Now, this is something that you would do very well at. And when you get into marketing, there's always negotiating and bullshit and selling ideas and services to people. And it's the greatest thing in the world, but most people can't do it. It's like when I walk out on stage every night, I have to do public speaking. And public speaking is the most feared thing to do in life.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about it. They say we have the toughest job in the world. Actually, it is. You walk out there by ourselves, there's no band. There's no backup singers. We're out there for every hour, and it's and each joke after we got to tell a joke, we got to move into another joke, but we perfect this, and we get out there to do it. And I tell you what we do is the greatest thing in the world, making people happy. And when I see happy people, it makes me happier. I tell people all the time that when you leave here tonight, I guarantee you're going to feel much better than you do when you leave the doctor's office. We are doctors. We make people happy. Laughter is healing. Laughter is good for the soul. It's the greatest thing in the world. I'm ready to go to work right now.
Me too. You're firing me up.
I'm ready to go to work right now.
Isn't it amazing with comedy? It's the only business where you buy a ticket for an emotion. There's no sadness clubs. There's no apathy business. You buy a ticket, and when I buy this ticket, an hour and a half from now, it's like I took an antidepressant. It's brilliant. And you work an hour a night. And you said it. You nailed it. George Wallace, he's always at the Flamingo, the best 10 o'clock show, the best show, period. Go see him.
The best show, period. That's it.
Here's the thing, George. You're absolutely right. Standing in front of an audience and speaking publicly is the number one fear in the world. But for some reason, guys like you and I, it's the only thing we know how to do. And when guys like you,
we are a little off though. They said we're off.
Oh, we're bananas. And guys like you and I were comfortable with the pauses. Young comics, when that crowd gets quiet, they panic and they got to launch into the next joke. I'll take a sip. You could go 60 seconds. I don't give a shit because I'm not going anywhere for the next hour.
Do you know how I opened the show? I said, you know what? Tonight is a different night. I'm going to sit down here. We're going to talk about tonight. This is your show. This is your show. We're going to talk about anything you want to talk about. I'm going to sit down and you ask me any question. If you don't say anything, I won't do shit. Doesn't bother me. I'll sit here for 20 minutes, won't do a damn thing. Doesn't bother me.
Let's do that right now.
Comfortable with the stage.
Let's do it right now.
A moment of silence.
I'll give you a topic. Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. I should have been on that. D.L. Hughley's on there. I broke my Achilles.
Wait, D.L. Hughley's doing Dancing with the Stars?
He's doing this shit.
I love D.L. That's great. I'm going to vote for the first time. I'm going to vote my dick off for D.L. Hughley. I love him.
And I think they ask all comedians to do it.
Yeah.
We're usually the first to get thrown off, though. But it doesn't matter. The exposure is great. I probably could do it.
I bet you could dance real nice. I can dance a 650-person family reunion, there's a lot of dancing.
Sure. Yeah. All the time. A lot of happiness. So, okay. Give me another subject. Anything you want to.
Are you going to vote for DL?
I'll vote for DL, yeah.
I never really voted for that before.
I don't get to see these shows, man. I'm working.
Yeah, but you don't TiVo them? You don't tape stuff?
I have to apologize. I don't get to see enough.
What shows do you like to watch when you get to watch TV? Sports?
I don't get to watch TV. I'm always working. I'm doing email. I'm doing everything like that.
How many hours a night do you sleep?
Right now, my sleep habits have been so bad. I was just diagnosed this week with sleep apnea.
Well, you got to wear that mask?
I put that. It's a little mask. It doesn't bother me. Some people say, "And man, that oxygen forces oxygen into your lungs."
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about some good sleep? Oh man, I slept 6 hours tonight.
That's
why I'm talking so much.
Really?
I love it. I love it because I'm diagnosed with that, but now I know what was wrong.
Do you take a lot of naps?
I used to.
I like naps.
They say I take a. You're supposed to take a nap. I think it was Einstein said you're supposed to take 20 minutes a day. Take a nap.
What does he know?
And it rejuvenates you, and it's really cool. So yeah.
So we got a new pope, and he's Argentinian. That surprised everybody.
That pissed me off too.
Why?
Because we had black smoke. That meant black pope. That's what it should have been, a black pope, black smoke.
Isn't that what Johnny Cochran said that? That's what got OJ off. Black pope, black smoke.
Something similar to that. And I have my pictures all ready to go. I got to show you. I know. I have my pictures ready to go.
Are you Catholic?
No, I want to be pope. That's what I'm. Are you Catholic?
Yeah.
Because I want to make some changes in the Catholic Church.
Let's hear about
it. The changes in the. If I was pope, first thing we do, we come to church. We're gonna kneel down one time. Okay, I'm getting old. Shit, I can't be getting up, sitting down, getting up, getting back down on my knees. I can't do that.
It's
all
like
right.
P90X.
And they do some stupid stuff too. They got some cushion on the kneelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need cushion in those hard ass benches we sit on. You know, some things nothing we're gonna do in the Catholic Church. And I don't know how you guys do this. Everybody drink out of the same nasty-ass cup. Oh, hell no.
I never take the cup.
You never take the cup?
No.
And the priest takes a little towel and spit on it and wipe it off. That's like mama spit, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like my mama's old dirty-ass dish rag. You know the dish rag?
Yeah.
Just everywhere?
That one that was on the sink all day.
What's wrong with the priest? I mean, he's got a little boy up there to turn the page. What the hell is up with that? He's too lazy to turn that damn page. You know, some things like that.
I don't know what it is, but I could ask my priest.
That?
My priest
Were you a choir boy?
Huh?
You kind of cute. Were you a choir boy?
No, I converted to Catholicism.
I bet you did.
Just so I could turn the page for the priest. I wanted that job, but I'm 42 years old. They told me no. I'll turn the shit out of that page.
I just want to go up there and turn that page for the priest.
That's kind of a boss move. If you think about it, you're the guy. Like the priest looks over like, and you got to go over and turn the page. The whole congregation, they got to hear the rest of Galatians, but they can't hear it until you turn the page.
Isn't that amazing? What can you? That's just a tradition that someone turns the page.
I don't know. I want to call Father Willie right now and ask him, why does someone turn the page?
You got a black priest?
For you. We have some black priests.
Well, you said Father Willie. I just figured.
Sounds Father Willie.
So.
Oh, we got to put this up on the Tumblr page. A picture of George Wallace as Pope. This is incredible.
I was ready for
Look at
it.
that little white baby over your shoulder. You never know. There could be some white in a woodpile if you got 650 people in your family.
Oh, we have white people in our family.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, my great-grandfather is white. Sidney Wallace. White man. Wife named Caroline. I have the dark skin is out of my mom's side of the family.
You are dark. For people that have never seen George Wallace, he could bend time.
Oh, my goodness.
You're dark. You're deep space. If I put salt on your face, it would look like I was looking up at the stars.
Yeah, I wish he was black so I could talk about his mama.
Go ahead, you talk about my mama. Let's do it.
Anthony Brown is a comedian friend of mine. He said my mama's so black that, when she gets in the car, the oil light goes on. I told him his mama's so black. They named that part of the evening after her. Her grandmother used to say to Jay's mama, night, night. So that's what, we used to do the your mama jokes. I'm the king of the your mama jokes.
Well, let's hear. I love them. Let's see.
And I met your mama. I met your mama at the airport. She's got a job.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got a job sniffing luggage. I've been knowing your mama for a long time. You didn't know I was the king of the your mama jokes? Somebody told me your mama's so skinny that she can shit in a hot sauce bottle. Now, come on, let's move on to the next one, okay?
I like your mom so black, if I poured water on her head, coffee would come out of her mouth.
He's doing black jokes. These are ethnic guys. I'm not going to sit here and let little white punk-ass dude talk about my mama like that.
Bro,
how about you?
I've been to the barbershops.
You leave my mama out of this, and I'll leave this out your mama. Okay?
Oh, look out now.
Yeah. I know your mama. Your mama's so ugly, she walks by the bathroom and the toilet just flushed by itself. Go ahead.
How come there's no your daddy jokes?
Well, there is a your daddy joke. Your
Really?
daddy's so old when Moses parted the Red Sea, he was on the other side fishing. So you talking to me, I can do all of this stuff. I'm looking at my telephone, I don't know why. Twitter.
I'm going to tweet right now. I'm recording with
You
Mr.
should be
George
tweeting
Wallace.
right now, yeah, but
I'm just
we don't know
waiting
when this is going to come on. Tweet it when we're on.
Okay.
Whenever you record it, yeah.
What
the hell has happened to my assistant to go get the food? What's wrong with assistants? You send them out to do shit. It takes them like twice the time it takes us to do it. He might not be back until tomorrow. Why does assistants, they can't get...
For the listener to know, poor James was handed money by George Wallace to go get 2 cheeseburgers, which is downstairs. And for some reason, he's been gone 45 minutes.
already.
You know what? Is he driving your car?
He's driving my... That's what it is.
That's what it is. What kind of car you drive?
It's a Mercedes. He's driving around like
You're like
he's
a
crazy.
boss. You're the king. Look at you. You're living the greatest life.
Let me tell you something.
Yes,
Jay, that is the truth. I am so blessed. I've got everything I want. And Seinfeld and Anderson Cooper were having a conversation the other day, and we were discussing whether it's better to be rich or famous. And the conversation went on and on and on. And I had to stop them to say, it's better to be in a position like I'm in. You guys are so rich and you're so famous. You take